Hey everyone, you're here with Mark Batwell at perfectgardens.com. So today we're going to talk about one aspect of the mindset of a master grower. I go back to the movie The Karate Kid, right? Where the sensei, for maybe 20-30% of the movie, all they're doing is wax on, wax off. And at a certain part of the movie, the kid gets so frustrated with his training that he comes up to the master and says, "What the heck's going on? I didn't come here to wash your windows. I came here to learn karate." And the sensei says, "You have been learning karate." And the kid says, "No, I haven't. All I've been doing is washing your floors and washing your windows. What do you mean I've been learning karate?" And the sensei says, "Put down your bucket." And then he puts down his bucket. He puts the hands up and he says, "Okay, when I punch, wash on or wash off?" And the kid says, "Okay." And the sensei goes to punch, and what do you know? He defends the punch. So often, the person that has the knowledge ends up being put in a position as the guy, where everyone goes to him and he continues to keep putting himself in a position where he doesn't teach other people, but it needs to be the guy, where in many levels there is a psychological ego that needs to shift for the master grower. And also for the people that don't know a lot, they need to shift their mindset on wanting to take more responsibility and comprehend the understanding of why certain things are happening within the grow room. Even if your employees are just your kids, it's absolutely essential, if you're the head guy and you kind of have a vision of what to do, to plan out what you want to do the day before so that you have a plan of attack the following day. When you start to pull the cumulative energy into the room so that everyone begins to work together, make sure to have a plan of attack for the kids. For anyone that walks in, even a new stranger that walks in and production's going, there's so often someone stops at the house just to say hello, to be friendly while everyone's getting to work, and that one person that comes by just ends up interrupting the work pattern of everyone else. Don't be afraid to say, "Hey, how you doing? Come on out. Let me show you what we're doing so you can help." So often we are concerned and afraid of what other people might feel and what other people might think, when at the end of the day, you just got to put something in their hands and ask them to start helping, and they will. But the key to that, so it is organized, structured, guided energy versus chaotic energy, is that you have a plan of attack where you get something going, then you quickly teach one person how to do it, and then you instruct them to teach the next couple people how to do it. Then you move on to the next task. You start working on it. You work out an efficient way to get it done. Then you come back, you get your net person that's second in charge. You teach them the new thing that's getting done. And then you teach her that when her or him or whoever, even your 6 or 7 or 8, 10-year-old kid, whoever is capable of receiving instruction and is capable of following through to the best of their ability. And remember, one of the key things to not destroy the energy is to not micromanage. So often we want to adjust and fix what other people are doing because they're not doing it the way we ask them to do it. I'm the same way. I am guilty of the same issues. And the most important thing is that when you teach them something, that you give them a little bit room to improve what you've already thought about and worked on. And if for some reason it is slowing down production or interrupting the flow of energy, then step in. Then come in, re-teach, re-educate what you're asking to get done, maybe explain the why a little bit more in detail, and then give them a little bit room. From there, be happy that work's being accomplished without you getting it done. Because remember, even if work is getting done, 60%, 80% gets done, even if it's not exactly the way you want to get it done, because you're the head grower, you should have no issues going back behind them a little later on and adjusting what work they did so that the end outcome of what you are envisioning gets done. You got to ask yourself, if all you know how to do is manage your own energy, do you really think you're the master at anything? So if you think you're a great grower, you think you grow the best potatoes, the best flowers, the best bud, whatever you think you're the best at, If you can't teach someone else to do what you did, are you sure you have confidence in your skill? The process of being a teacher and being a student is absolutely essential for growth throughout your entire life. And the more times you put yourself through experiences that will challenge you, that will only create a growing experience, which later in life, when those same or similar pressures come up, you'll be able to handle them with grace. You'll be able to teach your kids how to handle those problems with grace versus with chaos. The reasons why things escalate into war or battle or arguing or fighting, those things normally accumulate because of lower level energy. And normally they don't start off with the most extreme of lower level energies like greed or things like that. Normally they just start off as miscommunication. And because that miscommunication happens, before you know it, all of your communication begins to break down. And then all those other negative seeds begin to get planted in your mind, wondering, hey, is this guy going to take advantage of me? Am I going to be taken advantage of? Do my kids even care about what we're doing as a family? Why am I even doing it? If no one else cares, why should I even take the time to teach them? Why should I go through the process and the frustration of trying to pass forward information when no one cares? All of those mindsets, all of those stumbling blocks is the path to becoming a master grower. And getting through those roadblocks is the path to becoming a master grower. So don't ever think that you are there. My father, he's 70 years old and he still goes out there and he's still improving. And that man is a master grower in my viewpoint. My mother and father have taught tens of thousands of people in industrial agriculture how to do something specific and encourage them to do it to the best of their ability. And still yet, he goes out and he grows food for himself and for the family every year. Today, we're going to be screening rocks in our garden. And what I want to do is I want to fluffen up my soil and I want to add a little bit of Pro Mix, which is some peat moss and a little bit of mycorrhizae. Although I don't want to put it into my soil and end up really wasting my money, especially when all I have to do is just go through my soil 1 year, try to get out as many rocks as possible, and then throw down my nice soil. Before you know it, next year, my soil is going to be even more enriched. It's not going to be hard. And when I say hard, I don't mind having clayey soil or sandy soil. What I don't like, though, is when the soil compacts so hard to the point it feels like concrete. And at that point, it just makes it difficult for a lot of plants to grow and water to drain. Today, I'm going to fix that problem, and I'm going to actually be solving a problem to help speed up the production of this process before I go and get the kids, the ex-wife, and the rest of the team members to jump on board and help out. I'm going to make sure I have a system and process set in place so that they can follow it, so that I can then move on to the next task at hand. Because I know for a fact, if all of us attack this greenhouse today, we'll be able to go through this entire 12-foot by 20-foot bed within 4 or 5 hours, probably screening out anywhere from 2 to 3 buckets of rocks. Is it going to be perfect? No. Although, will it have improved? It would have. Did I spend time with the family today? I did. Did my kids learn how to work hard today? They did. And it's important to expose your family, your teams, and other people to a healthy example of how to get something done on a daily basis to the best of your ability. And if you think you're that person, then get it done. Have a great grow. See you later, guys.